couple with me, they gon' maneuver with me. Ask how many inside of this car, it's like 250. 2 phone, 3 phone, call my ring off. I ain't tryna hear what a say. Tryna beef with like me, won't turn this in a blitz day. She try to ask me what time it was, I don't know, but I hold on my wrist, ayy. Waving the left to right and put my dimes right in the face. I go take all of my case, my car's expensive. Better look in the garage and look at my crib. None of my cars is rented. I be riding 5% with 20 on the windshield. My car's is tinted. Making move out of this spot like I'm moving in and I'm the lieutenant. Yeah, who I'm with a gotta throw on up beach 2 times. Float a LB. I'm a
Welcome and thank you for spending this holiday season with 2K Sports as we get ready for the special NBA presentation. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. Pass to Kidd, inside, and then Embiid with the dunk.
Strong move and a little spicy too. Embiid's passion for the game, the way he plays, I love it.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets it go from deep. Holland with a rebound. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. Feels good about their chances if they can prevent Kawhi Leonard from taking over. We're talking about a first ballot Hall of Famer who can score from all 3 levels and can take your best scorer out of the game. I asked him, so what's the plan? He said, survive.
And Allie, thank you for that. Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard, but Graham, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from 3 for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 points in the game. Pulls it in from the elbow. Rebound by Philadelphia.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Oh, nice shot by Ivy.
Oh, one of the better attackers of the rim. Ivy will not be stopped.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Continuing to put up the points, averaging 14 per game.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Now here's Embiid. Over Kessler. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Embiid's got his second basket.
Hey, go to that whenever you can. I mean, Embiid has a huge advantage in size and skill.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down hard and simple.
Now here's Ivy. Very solid offensive production, averaging 18 points a game. Nails it from 3.
And something Ivy continues to improve. He's becoming a real threat from downtown.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Kessler. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
Here's Embiid. He's covered by Kessler. Back to Ivy. That misses. Had a chance to tie it. Memphis leading by 3. A minute 22 left to play in the first quarter. Leonard outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. He shoots it. Holland with a rebound.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Pass to Embiid. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game. And Philadelphia making a change here. It's stolen by Leonard. Outside Bane. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. To the paint. Here's Kessler. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
A 6'6" playmaker. SGA has a great view of the floor.
Out to the wing. Down low. It's stolen by Leonard. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 12 points for him. Fires from 14. And it's Memphis with another.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for Memphis. Absolutely.
The Grizzlies, 16.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Memphis.
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
And he gets the bucket. Post has gotten his first bucket of the night. Clark, a lot of NBA pundits like to issue bold preseason predictions. I don't think you fall into that camp.
Yeah, I'm a little more measured in that regard, BA. I like to base my predictions on stuff that's real, not stuff that might be real. But I understand the need to try to speculate and anticipate. But there's so much that's unforeseen and unpredictable that it really is difficult to make guarantees or predictions with any basis in fact until some games have been played.
And how can you not be excited about Ivy's potential? You can tell he wants to keep getting better.
To the inside. Stolen by Ivy. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
When you have an MVP talent in his prime, the focus has to be on winning the title. The Sixers' Joel Embiid said, quote, "The only thing I care about is winning. That takes a lot, and everybody has to contribute. I'm always going to believe in myself. I love the guys that we have. We are going to go and fight every single night."
Great perspective there. Thanks, Allie. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter.
Oh, rocketing off the floor. Ivy using all of his athletic ability on the jam.
Memphis leading by 3. Here's Juzang. Yet to see a basket. Sohan outside. pass to Hamilton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot from outside the arc. The shot by Sohan, no good. Now Philadelphia with it. Their next game is at Barclays Center in Brooklyn for a game of the Nets. That's the first game of a 6-game road trip. Embiid inside. To the middle. Here's Duren. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, just so active. I love the passion Duren brings to this game. And the skill set, too, is developing.
And at 6'10", Jalen Duren is an incredible athlete for his size.
Yeah, he's got a lot of bounce, which helps him as a rim protector, rebounder, and lob threat. Plus, he's got quick feet, and he's able to guard smaller guys on the perimeter.
Back to Payne. Count that bucket. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
And even if he isn't the biggest, strongest guy out there, Bane can still do damage inside.
Here's Ivy. And it's blocked by Kessler. Corner shot. And there are the Grizzlies with another bucket.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
76ers trail by 7. Pass to Whitehead. There's a minute 59 left to the second period. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
Yeah, they've also started out on fire from mid-range. We'll see if they continue to that approach as the game goes on.
Nice move. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's on Isaiah Hartenstein. Memphis shooting their second attempt at the line tonight.
And, you know, that just added to their confidence at the offensive end. I mean, knowing that free throw shooting was something they didn't have to worry about gave them a lot of confidence to play freely.
That one's good for 2.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Clark with the screen. To the paint. Oh, Clark with the slam.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. So Memphis going with an almost entire new group here. Here's Whitehead. Still no points. Pass to Duren. Now Hartenstein. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Whitehead. Connects from downtown.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Now here's Miller. Here's Post. Wide open. Hartenstein pulls it in.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Three-pointer, no good. 76ers trail by 6. Here's Whitehead. Pass to Kidd. Here's Whitehead, guarded by Miller. He got Got it up. No good on the buzzer beater. And we finished off one half of play. Memphis ahead, up by 6. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Pass to post. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Post has gotten his second bucket of the game.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Outside Hart. Down low. Here's Embiid. Misses from close range.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
The teardrop. Hart pulls it in. 76ers trail by 8. Now Ivy. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Gilgeous-Alexander.
And this is Shea's game. Attack, get to the rim, and finish.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
And the basket by Bane.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
To the inside. And the dunk by Duren.
You know, he's run that set a lot, even in his college days. Ivy's aware of every option he has in the pick and roll.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Rebound by Philadelphia.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Inside. Oh, Embiid with the slam.
And I'll tell you what, that's what being unselfish is all about. Ivy finding the open man.
Memphis leading by 9. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 18 points for him. Over Duren. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Embiid. Down low. Embiid puts it in.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander on the drive.
Defenders just clearing out, and Gilgeous-Alexander came in with a purpose.
Out to Leonard. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since.
Ivy's shot is off. And here are the Grizzlies. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Screen by Leonard. Pass to Kessler. Clock at 6. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Duren with a rebound.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
To the inside. And stolen by Leonard. To the middle. SGA explodes to the rim.
Yeah, a defense has to be very aware of Gilgeous-Alexander's attack mindset. He wants to get to the rim and do maximum damage.
Pass to Embiid. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Embiid's got 10 points in the game.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. 24 points for him. Second chance shot. Kessler with a bucket. He's got 5.
Offensive rebounding is all about wanting it. Fantastic effort there, leading to second chance points.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. On the wing, Bane. Nails it from beyond the arc. Bane's got 6 points in the quarter.
And I like that there. I mean, get Bane something in rhythm. Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Philadelphia shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game.
And this year they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
Grizzlies lead by 14. Miller outside. Fires the 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
Substitution for your 76ers. Josh Hart.
Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. They just can't miss.
The Grizzlies, 45.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. 76ers trail by 14. Here's Whitehead. Pass to Kidd. To the paint. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Puts up a deep 3. The rebound by Embiid.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. Maybe a step out of his range.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Down low. It's stolen by Hart.
That was clearly a forced pass. There was no room for him to make it.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Here's Miller. Banked it in off the glass.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Here's Whitehead. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his second personal foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
You know, this is an example of why conditioning can be so important. I mean, it can be critical. They continue to sprint the floor, and there's no let-up in sight.
Another big factor for them has been their ability to get points off of turnovers. The easiest offense is created by good defense.
Screen by Leonard. The 3 is up. Leonard beyond the line.
They keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them. And as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 26 points.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it out to Bain. Kessler a screen. To the inside. Tries again. Embiid with the nice defensive effort. 76ers trail by 11. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Leonard outside. 4-3. Rebound by Philadelphia. A minute 39 left in the final quarter. Here's Whitehead. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into.
Oh, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
Pass to Hart. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter.
That's his third personal.
He hits the first one, and that brings him within 10. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. There's a minute 17 left in the game. Strong finish by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up in a strong showing for the Grizzlies.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And when you only face a team twice on the season, you love to win that first one. Now they'll have the mental edge in the next meeting against the 76ers.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
Ivy. And the shot's good. And the Grizzlies with possession here. 11-point game. To the paint. Here's Kessler. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. And you never want to say never, but in this case...
Yeah, at this point, I don't even know if divine intervention could turn this around.
A nice shot by Ivy. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Kessler.
76ers foul. Jason Kidd. That's his second personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
Shooting from Memphis.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Taking care of business at the line, leaving this one out of reach.
And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin.